are representing YouTube cosplay today. This is our panel about YouTube cosplay. Yeah. Basically, we make videos on YouTube about cosplay and conventions and stuff we get up to at conventions.
Hi guys, my name is David, also known as Mentalhaggis Cosplay. I do a range of cosplays, photography and filmmaking. I've been doing cosplay music video showcases for almost the past 3 years now, as well as other kinds of content on my channel. And
hello, I'm Jack, aka SuperJackDC on YouTube. I've been doing cosplay videos for just over a year now, and I've only started doing cosplay music videos for about 6 months. And yeah, that's me.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm Kaimkaze Katy on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, and I got into cosplay 2 years ago at Granite City Comic Con. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I run the channel Raido, or Radio, no one really knows how to pronounce it. I started to make vlogs and videos kind of back in 2009, but I only really got into the cosplay scene kind of 2 years ago. So collectively we have 120,000 views on YouTube, so quite a lot of people watch us. The main reason we love YouTube is we're making videos for ourselves, for other people, to show them what we do at conventions. And we're all Scottish, so it's great. We're like a little community. So now we're going to talk about cosplay music videos. So I'll hand you over to Jack and David.
so how many of you do regularly watch cosplay music videos? Raise your hand. Has any of you watched me or Jack's music videos? So, the first stage of making cosplay music videos, when you plan out, the first thing we do is, of course, pick out our music. And when it comes to picking your songs, there's not really a wrong choice. If you can make it work, then it just works. Usually we try and use songs from royalty-free music sites when there's plenty, like Epidemic Sound Player and Alpha Records, just to save using popular songs that will make YouTube angry with the copyright system.
Well, for me, I usually just shoot my footage first and then pick the music after. I just normally pick music that fits the tone or the feeling of the convention. And I do all this on my phone, pretty much. That's everything you need to make good YouTube videos right here, palm of your hand.
So anyone can do it. It doesn't matter if you have like a camera or a phone, anyone can make a cosplay music video. When it comes to research, what I like to do, what me and Jack like to do, is make a Facebook event for whatever con or event that we're going to be filming at, and see what everyone's going to be cosplaying as, to get a feel of what's going to be prepared ahead of time. And research, because say if some people will be cosplaying from The Walking Dead, I don't know, I don't watch The Walking Dead, so I don't know many of the characters. I may watch it one day. But I would look and see who people are cosplaying as and research to help see what poses that they could do for the video on the day. Which can help because some people might be nervous when I approach them to partake in the video.
Yeah, I try to do my research as well, like what everyone's cosplaying, how that character would act in a music video type setting, I guess. And again, I pretty much just did the same thing as David does.
Inspiration from
Yeah, exactly. Like we take inspiration from Sneaky Zebra and other sources as well. And me personally, I'm inspired by David here and Henry Wu as well, so shout out to him.
We inspire each other, mate. So when it comes to actual filming on the day on the con floor, the main part is what do you film when you're out there, because sometimes, no matter how much you plan what to film before the convention, the actual con itself will take you by surprise a lot. So just always be prepared, because you never know what kind of goofy antics you might be able to capture. I think a lot of people want to know is like how to approach people when you're making a cosplay music video, because when I first started doing it, I was very nervous about asking people. It is a nervous ordeal when you go up to people with a camera and you say, hey, would you like to take part in a cosplay music video at all? But it gets better with time, you gain more confidence. Just basically like a panel, I'm nervous talking to people in front of all of you, but you get better with time. Jack?
Yeah, very much the same for me. Going up and asking people for videos has gone a lot easier over time. Definitely a lot easier. Like, I'm trying to make my videos as good as possible, so I'm trying to get longer shots, longer videos, best possible angles I can get. So.
Of course, when filming at conventions, it's trying to find space, because with some conventions it's really crowded. So you want to try and have a look. What I try and do is like at the start of the convention, have a look around, see what area there is available. Because you don't want to get other con-goers away when you're filming. So it's always best to look at ahead of time, see if there's like nice areas you want to film in. I'll have like a better background, because I don't like just telling people, excuse me, I'm filming a music video, could you please move out of the way? I don't do that.
Yeah, I did the same, try to get wide open space for bigger groups, and even like people, and even for the individual people. Yeah.
That's basically what we do when it comes to filming, but we love doing these music videos, because like even though it can be stressful, it takes a lot of work, both like planning it and editing it. We love doing it because I love doing it because it just gives us such great memories to look back on, and I love making my friends look good in their cosplays, and the more you do it, the more better you get at it.
Yeah, I love doing it because I started because I saw a lot of my friends doing it, and I thought I'd throw my hand into the ring. I'd do YouTube videos. I did YouTube videos beforehand, and I thought, yeah, I'll just give this a bash, and it's something I've really loved doing for the past few months.
And I think that's basically it. That covers the cosplay music video. We'll have some questions later, questions that if anyone wants to answer, I'll pass it.
We also forgot to mention at the start, if you have any questions and you don't fancy putting your hand up at the end, you can tweet us on #RideOnYouTube, and we can see if we get any questions up. So while these guys kind of do displaying the cosplays that everyone does, me and Katie tend to vlog the event, so rather than getting the costumes, we like to capture the actual event. Depending on what kind of convention it could be, so like MCM lasts over 2 days, these ones are like 1 day, we'll prepare for what we're going to do each day. So usually we'll set 1 day aside for filming, and that day we'll wear a more comfortable cosplay that is easier to get around in, like today. Tend to not have big bulky props that can get in the way of us filming stuff. Or we tend to integrate our cosplays to fit the equipment we're using. So last year when I made my Leafeon cosplay, I made pouches to hold my SD cards in, and batteries, and other things to make it easier for myself. Any other tips you have? Bring a friend. It's all, we have each other. It's always good to film each other if you want some aesthetic shots of yourself in there, or just someone to hold your camera or your bag. Made you do that quite a few times. So then, what do you aim to film, Katie? Well, depending on what convention it is, there's different things going on. So there's panels that you might want to attend and film those. There's con floor, of course, so we're showing like the shops and the different stalls and the artists. definitely love doing some close-ups of those, because we're going to have a lot of similar shots today. We've just been to the same styles all day. Also the masquerade, we like to film that and get a general feel for all the different cosplays you might not have seen on the con floor, and individual cosplays as well. Just go up to people and kind of like with cosplay music videos, we'll ask them, hey, can you be in our video? And sometimes it's a bit awkward, sometimes it's fine. But yeah. I tend not to go up to people and ask to film them. If I want to kind of get videos of the cosplays, I tend to go along to the masquerade and try and get like a good view, just so I can get some videos of them. I tend to just do like around the event, and yeah, I've had a total blank. Sometimes you can get quite a good few videos out of convention, so usually I'll do a kind of artsy video of the convention just to show it off in all its glory. But sometimes you can do the kind of bloopery vlogs, which are more fun. That's a really bad angle of me. So yeah, what we end up producing is like artsy vlogs. I just hate you, sorry. Also, I tend to do like a wrap-up vlog at the end, which tends to take 20 minutes or so of me just talking about all the things I did and what I enjoyed and who I met. Filming with other vloggers as well. So, like last year, we went to MCM, we stayed in Glasgow, so we made videos through the night and just documented the whole weekend, because the whole experience is the weekend, that is the convention for us. And yeah, so that's another kind of video that we produce from conventions. So you got artsy, you got wrap-up, and you've got fun. Oh, I didn't do fun. Do you want to do fun? You do funny ones. Okay. I mean, you're always going to have kind of banner at conventions, so it's quite fun to just film it, and then it's good memory. Then you can make fun of yourself on the internet, and people can laugh at you. So, talk about editing vlogs. So, how do you edit? Well, over the years, I've used different processes of editing, because always different changing software. At the moment, I use my Mac, and I have Final Cut Pro, and it's pretty simple. Just cut up my clips, use some filters, do different layouts and stuff. Usually try and sync it up with music, but that's more cosplay music video side of things. I just like picking something that sounds kind of nice, and just I don't think of it song too much. And yeah, that's how I edit them. Do you have any other different process? No, we're just the same. And yeah, I think we can talk about tutorials now. Yeah? So sometimes I like to film making my cosplay. Today I was making it in the car, so that just shows how prepared I was. Last year, however, I made an entire series as to how I made my Leafeon cosplay. That is a nice awkward screenshot that Becca has decided to include of me in the process of making one of them. But I just did a series of how I went about making my cosplay. Because I'm filming it, I need to plan it. I need to make sure that it's going to make sense to people who are watching it. So structure is quite important, making sure I'm making the cosplay in order of how somebody else will probably make it, so that they're not going to end up with a half-made cosplay and the convention creeps up on them like it did for me today. So to achieve this, I'm making sure that I am planning it all and making sure all the shots are really clear. Another way of doing it is just making a wrap-up video at the end, which is probably what I'm going to do for this cosplay, because I didn't film this one, and explaining how I made it and showing clips. What do you do? I think putting a kind of cosplay tutorial online, it makes it really accessible to other people, so I'm a total newbie. I don't know how to do anything, so I really heavily rely on watching videos online. And I think especially if you've got a really kind of unique, interesting cosplay, it's nice to film the creation, so you might inspire someone else. And yeah, you can look back on it and see like how you made it and techniques that you used and things. And as an art student, Katie will have a lot to say about that. I actually love looking back on how much I've progressed, like maybe not so much with this cosplay, but definitely my first was Jinx, and honestly I did nothing for it but makeup, and then I got to see me build something from scratch. I was just like, oh, go me! So it's really rewarding for yourself as well as other people to watch back on. But yeah, as an art student I should know how to do these things. So why we use YouTube for tutorials is because it's really accessible. You can share it anywhere and loads of people get to see it. And it's just a really good platform for people to come to and speak to you and say, oh, how did you do this? How did you do that? And you can tell them or show them. What else? Motivation? Do you want to go?
So we're going to cover what motivates us to... No, wait, we just covered that.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah. But in general, what motivates us to make, you know, cosplay YouTube in general? David, do you want to go?
What motivates me to do cosplay music videos is just because of the memories they create. The best feedback I can get from my music videos, and I've had this quite a lot, is whenever people that I know or some people that I don't know watch my videos and look back and say, oh, I remember this convention. I always have such good memories looking back whenever I watch your videos. And whenever I hear that, it just makes my day, because it's not only just like me just enjoying making a music video at a convention. It's people who I'm filming are enjoying watching themselves back and just having a great feeling and just seeing themselves look so awesome. It's a great feeling.
Well, I do this for the love of conventions and cosplay and just spreading it all around and getting as many people involved as I can. Like my friend Sophie, this is her first convention actually. She's not even cosplaying, she's just coming because she wanted to come. So yeah, I just do this because I love to bring people together and I love to spread the experience that we all just love so much.
Okay, I think we're going to wrap up for questions soon. Nobody has used the hashtag, which is a little bit disappointing, but if there's any questions in the audience, do you want to like stand up? Oh, we got one over there in the orange. Come, Heather. I think this is probably good one of you guys. So do you have it?
One was, I think the first one that was right was today. I heard there was going to be a Team Skull group from Pokemon wandering about, and I was hoping to get them, but when I arrived they had just dispersed and gone their separate ways, probably to catch some Pokemon or cause some trouble.
Well, probably today there was a Ruby Meet which I hosted, and there was like 4 different crows, like Uncle Crow.
An order of crows.
Let's say that was more of a flock. And I meant to get a shot of them and I didn't, and I'm sad now. No, actually there was 5 crows. Now that I think about it, so that makes it even worse.
Thank you for your question. Anybody else? Oh, I see 2 over there. Do you want to? I kind of started a channel one day when I was bored, and then I got to Comic-Con, and I realised that, hey, it's really fun to film this, so I just kind of got deeper, and yeah, that's where it went from there. What inspired me is because I love just expressing myself in different mediums. Film is something really interesting to me, and I think it's really rewarding seeing the process develop over 5 years. I'm just like, wow, my videos have gotten so much better. So you can start out on something really basic, like I was filming on my phone, you still film on your phone, but it's still really good, and like, it just goes up from there, so it doesn't matter what you start off with, because you know you're going to improve over that time.
I'm very much the same as Rebecca, but like, yeah, pretty much the same. I started a YouTube channel back in like 2009. I started with really, really terrible videos. Oh, they're so embarrassing. Don't watch them, please don't. But when I started doing cosplay videos about a year ago, filming at conventions, it just kind of took off, and my YouTube has grown so much since then, and yeah.
YouTube is a great platform for expressing your creativity. I've had my YouTube channel for many years now. The before I made cosplay music videos, I used to make kind of AMVs, anime music videos, but they're god awful, so like Jack said, don't watch them. But I was inspired to make cosplay music videos by Sneaky Zebra and Glitch Visuals because I started doing them back at the second MCM Scotland back in 2014, and no one was doing cosplay music videos for Scottish events. They were doing them for American cons and even some cons in London, but none for Scotland. So I thought, well, if no one else is going to do them up here, why don't I? I may not be very good, I might get better, but I'll give it a try.
Thank you. Is there any other questions? Oh, okay, there's loads of hands going up. Right, you're in the front there, so I saw you.
For the guys, what's the worst thing you've had happen whilst filming? And for the girls, what's the worst thing you've had happen whilst making something?
I managed to hot glue gun my warbler thing to my body, which was pretty painful, and I was just sitting there on film like, don't do this at home, don't do this at home. This is the worst way to make a cosplay. Becca, do you have anything pretty terrible?
Well, I think in terms of editing in general, just when you put everything on your computer and find that your clips are corrupted, or you're editing and you're like halfway through it, you haven't saved, and then your computer breaks, and it's just a disaster. It's traumatizing. Yeah.
I honestly don't know. And I'm not just saying that to save myself embarrassment, but if we're talking about embarrassing cosplay stories, I used to spray paint inside, like in my living room.
That's always a fun experience.
Yeah, fun experience. Yep, fun times.
The most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me when making a cosplay music videos was back at Okinawa, and I can't remember who I was filming. It might have been Mr. Henry Wu. I was dressed as Jack Skeleton, and I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings when I was filming them, and I fell backwards over a short brick wall and badly scraped my knee. So that's another thing I'm saying when making cosplay music videos, is always beware of your surroundings, because you never want to bump into people and hurt yourself or themselves. It's the worst thing you can do.
Okay, we got one more question. Okay, I don't want to pick Becca. Okay, girl with the white and black strip. To watch, I definitely, that's really hard. There's some really massive conventions out in like America, and there's Magno Serene. Has anyone heard of her? She makes amazing like videos of her experience, and I just love watching those because I'm like, I want to do that. It looks fun.
I really like watching the ones where people they show you making the cosplay, but then they also kind of go behind the scenes and they show you their kind of like setup and their like cosplay room where they keep all their materials and stuff, because I'm skin and I'm also not good at making things, so I like to dream.
As self-indulgent as it may sound, I like watching my own videos.
Nice plug. I love just watching just like any cosplay music video that can bring a smile to face. I love watching the ones from American conventions like KatsuCon or ColossalCon, because I want to go to one of these conventions one day, mostly because they're sunny and they're not got rainy weather like we've got for conventions over here.
Okay, thank you all so much for coming. There's so many people. I'm so happy that you turned out, and there was so many good questions. If you still have a question, feel free to tweet it. One of us will reply because we're really happy you all came. And yeah, thank you so much. Anyone else?
Thank you everyone for staying this long.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Really?